Young man, do not be in a hurry to ask something you would regret. You think life is hard now? Try living one without a father.
He's no father, and I want him dead.
Hi guys,
Enough.
welcome back to the channel. My name is Christine from Nollycritic, and if this is your first time joining us, we create content on everything and anything Nollywood. So if this is your kind of vibe, then you should definitely subscribe to this channel, and of course click on the notification bell to know when we post our videos. In today's video, we're going to be doing a movie review titled Kill Boro. It's currently streaming on Prime Video, so you should definitely check it out if you're interested. Prior to this video, we did a movie trailer review on this, and if that's something you're interested in, then you should definitely check it out. We're going to put it in our description box. It's on our Instagram page, so please do also follow us on there as well. From the title of this movie and even the trailer, you just be wondering, who is Boro and who wants to get him killed, and why do they want to get him killed? Like, there's just so much intriguing moments just from the title, which is already a good pass for them. It's directed by a first-time director called Obayuwana. So kudos to him for that, because for this being his first production, I would say that he actually put in the work from his end. So the plot tells a very traumatic story of a young boy called Elijah, played by Kosiso Uche, and his father, Boro, played by Philip Asaya. He's basically troubled by the relentless brutality from his father, Boro, against him and his mother, Inidima Okoje, as Boma in this film. And somehow, Elijah thinks that the best way to handle the situation in this very notorious way is to kill his father, because father was mean to him and his mom, he was brutal, just all of those things. And obviously he hated his father for this, so he felt like he didn't want to have anything to do with him. But the storyline stuck to two major themes, which are family and redemption. And although we've seen so many movies with this kind of themes in Nollywood, this particular one, Kill Boro, had a more refreshing and unique change to it. You don't really see a lot of Nollywood movies that base their stories or their plots on the child actors. So it is very, very intriguing. It's very impressive that he's able to carry the story all along. His acting was very good. His facial expressions, like you could see and feel the anger from him. Even speaking right now, I'm having goosebumps.
He doesn't love us. He doesn't love me. He doesn't love you.
He really exhibited it well. He just really owned that character. Next up, we have Boro, played by Philip Asaya. It's one thing to act and it's one thing to get into character properly. He wasn't exactly forcing it. You could tell that he was an angry man. He was low-key trying to do better for his family, so he was much frustrated. Now onto his wife Boma, played by Inidima Okoje. It's very impressive and refreshing to see her in this character, because it is away from the stereotypical roles that she often plays, and she just proved to us that she is a great actor in this film. Another character I'm particularly excited about is Bossman, played by Gregory Ojiefo. Now, for someone who sees a lot of Nigerian movies, I have never ever seen him in this character. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, obviously. But I haven't seen him in anything close to this character. Him playing a gangster, him playing a ringleader, you know, just like a top dog in the society and all of that. And just like Inidima, he showed us that true and true, he's really an actor, because then again, he carried that character so well. Despite her brief screen time in this film, Hilda Dokubo played Madame Fanta, and she had a very significant role in this movie. But when you see it, you get to understand why I said that. All in all, I would say that the casting director pretty much did a good job, because there were other notable characters in this movie that, even though they were not the leads or the supporting, they did a very good job depicting whatever they were told to do by the director. Now, we all know that it takes more than a good script or story or even actors to make a good film, and I'm happy that Nollywood has caught the memo, because nobody is joking about the cinematography thing again. The cinematography in this movie, the lighting, the sound effect, all the technicalities were really impressive, and I would say that it had very stunning compositions that kind of enhanced the entire grade of the movie. And you could tell that the location manager did a good job wrecking these places. The slums by the water bank, the beer parlor. Boma also sold bole and fish at her kiosk, Bossman's mansion, even Jaguar's territory. Though this was a very captivating movie, there were just some parts that were more puzzling and felt questionable. For instance, the second act of this film dragged for just too long. It was almost like, where are we headed? Like, hit the nail on the head. What are we doing? There was just so much pull on that aspect, while the third part now felt rushed, because I felt like, for me, there was so much emphasis on the second part that it dragged for too long, and they just felt like, okay, it's more than 2 hours, let's wrap this up or something like that. So it pretty much felt rushed at the third act. Another thing that didn't exactly sit right with me was a throwback scene that they had where Boro was injured and the younger Boma came to see him in the hospital with a full-blown bob bone straight wig. Like, we didn't exactly hear any periodic times of this film or when this movie was shot, but the fact that they had already portrayed these people as poor people or who didn't have a lot of money, they could have easily exempted that, because in the entire film you would see that the older Boma had her cornrows on literally all through the film, and even the scene where the cinematographer had transitioned from younger Boma to older Boma and back, you could also see that Boma, the younger Boma, still had her cornrows, and I feel like that could have just been maintained. I mean, even if they didn't want to stick with the cornrows, they could have made any other hairstyle with her natural hair. Another thing that pretty much confused me a bit is the fact that Jaguar, who is portrayed or perceived as a top dog or a very well-revered gangster, is easily much accessible by young Elijah. Like, we've seen movies like this that, oh, this quote-unquote top dogs are highly guarded, they have so much security, bodyguards, whatnot, and everything that they have. But Elijah is able to easily access the camp and access him in person, and I just felt like they were expecting him. It would have been more believable if he had to go through more hurdles after crossing to the other side of the river, maybe trying to pass the guards at the gates or just something. And also the fact that when Bossman came, he was able to easily kill him. I don't know whether it was because of the distractions that Elijah had been shot or anything, but you'd expect that the right-hand man or the other guys in the gang would have done something to fight for their Oga at the top or something like that. Do you get? So it just felt like, okay, this man is supposed to be at the top of the hierarchy, so before you get to him, you should have passed through other people before him being easily killed that way. Another scene I would say that didn't feel exactly well executed was when Boma was fighting with the other guys in the beer parlor. It just felt like maybe there was no proper stuntman or someone to really show them the right moves to take. It just really felt laid back, poorly executed, like, okay, let's just do away with this. Okay, he beat some people, it's a wrap for that part. So all in all, I would say that this was a very decent film, especially the fact that the director, Courage Obayuwana, is a first-time director, and he's actually someone we should be looking out for in more Nollywood content like this. Also, it was a very well scripted and very well exhibited movie. So yes, I would give this movie a 3.5/5 rating, and let me know your thoughts on this film in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please do well to like it, share, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all other social media platforms at nollycritic. And until next time, my name is Christine. Bye!